So we talked about having these bullshit filters, about blocking out the stuff that wasn't helpful to us achieving what we want to achieve. And we had various different lists of people and things we didn't want to interact with because they just weren't going to help us go faster. So many people listen to, I don't know, the Today program on the car on the way to work or whatever. And it's a really good news program, but how often does it leave you feeling uplifted, ready for the day ahead? I'm guessing not very often. And just, we needed to, if we were to win, we needed to have a certain mindset. We need to have a certain approach. And we wanted, criticism was great if it was going to help us go faster, but just negativity. There were people around us who were just trying to drag us down the whole time. There were people constantly telling us we couldn't do it. And, a bit of being told you can't do it might make you grit your teeth and try harder, but too much of it and you just start to believe it.
Yeah.
And we, if people were coming saying, oh, you're rubbish, this is no good and that's no good, then that wasn't particularly helpful. If somebody was going, this isn't very good and have you thought about that, then we would be absolutely open to it. But just people trying to drag us down, kind of neg us out, it wasn't going to make the boat go faster. Therefore, we just shouldn't be engaging with it. And I had a close family member who I had a very good have a very good relationship with, but they didn't want me to believe that we could win at the Olympics because they had seen me come back from 2 previous Olympics heartbroken, and they didn't want to see me in that state. And they knew the amount I was putting into this, and if it didn't work, they thought I'd be heartbroken, and they didn't want to see me like that. So therefore, it was a safer bet for me not to believe that I could do it.
Yeah.
And so I would talk to this person, about all sorts of different stuff. And then when they started talking about my chances of the Olympics, I'd put on my imaginary ear defender bullshit filters, and I would just be, hopefully while smiling and nodding, just be going, la, 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 I am not listening to you. This is totally uninteresting. I'm not engaging in what you're saying at all because it's just not helpful.
I love that.
And it took
that takes some doing to actually listen and sorry, not to listen, but to listen and not engage almost, I guess.
And, there were some people we just tried to avoid, and there were some people who, were close to us who we just had to, when they got onto certain topics, you just go, right, I'm just going to disengage with this, change conversation or just switch off.
Yeah.
And it does take a bit of discipline, when you're listening to something, when you're having a conversation, to go, this is just not helpful anymore. Because positive or negative, I guess you can view differently. Whereas we viewed it going, helpful. Is this helpful to us achieving our goal? If it's not helpful, then let's just not engage with it. If it is helpful, if someone's being negative about what we're doing, but we can use it helpfully, then that's fine. If it's just not helpful, let's switch off and not engage.